Welcome to another edition of the DAMY Vlog. My name is Dr. David Duizer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here on this show, we cover all things holistic health and wellness related. If you're interested in holistic well-being, please subscribe to this channel. We're doing lots more videos coming up soon. Again, my name is Dr. Duizer. I'm a naturopathic doctor here in Vancouver, British Columbia, and the medical director at DamyHealth.com. Today on the show, we're rounding up day 4 of my 5-day keto vegan cleanse experience. We have developed a keto vegan cleanse for as a metabolic boost for DAMY Lean members, as a short-term low-calorie diet therapy to help boost weight loss results, in addition to the development of this diet to be used as clinical therapy for certain types of cases I'm dealing with here in the clinic, including different cancers, epilepsy, post-concussion syndrome, and for patients initially diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, we would consider a short-term nutrition therapy like this one. So developing this diet, wanted to try it out myself. I'm 4 days in, and I want to give an update on what happened yesterday. So again, second day of the 4 days to have no bowel movement, which is discouraging. Another day of seemingly dehydration. I got smart by the middle of the day and began adding salt to my food and a little bit of salt to my water, and that has helped significantly. The second half of the day was much better, no problems with cramping or sensations of significant dehydration. So that seemed to be resolved. What I did notice that I haven't reported yet, that I wanted to make sure I covered, was orthostatic hypotension, which is just lightheadedness upon rising from either sitting or lying down. You know that feeling when you get up and you see stars, you feel a bit lightheaded? I was experiencing that. It went up and down a little bit. It was worse at the end of day 3. With adding a little bit of salt to my food and water, things have been much better. So orthostatic hypotension, the feeling of lightheadedness, don't forget about that and don't miss it. Try and stay tuned with your symptoms. If this is something you're trying or something you've tried before, check in with those types of symptoms to make sure it's not happening to you. Sometimes that can be a significant of dehydration, but I started noticing it at the end of day 2, start of day 3, but I really clued in at the morning of day 4 that this was actually happening. So since then it's calmed down, but orthostatic hypotension does happen when you initially start a ketosis type diet. Something to consider. The next thing I want to speak about was that mentally I'm feeling much more balanced. I know I mentioned the first few days there were some ups and downs, but now it's the balance has kind of set in and I feel good. Just want to make sure I noted that. In addition to that type of update on this video, I should mention I'm also down 7 pounds, but it's probably mostly water. This video is about specific diets or specific recipes we could use on a keto vegan diet. 2 I've added to the routine are from the DAMY Health blog. One is faux ground beef. So it's raw veggie ground beef on the blog, but it's really faux ground beef. And I'd like to give that recipe now. It's very simple. I will link to it in the notes below. It's a simple recipe of walnuts, cumin, coriander, and Bragg's liquid aminos. You have to use MyFitnessPal or some macronutrient tracking device to see where your carbohydrate content can fit in, how much of each you can have. But I was able to have 3/4 a cup of walnuts, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of coriander, and a teaspoon of Bragg's liquid aminos on 2 lettuce wraps. That fit in nicely to my lunch. That's a really good recipe. I'll link it below. The second one I want to mention is the raw vegan tuna salad we have on the blog, which is a faux tuna. It is a combination of sunflower seeds, celery, scallions, dulse flakes, and dill. Again, putting that on 2 lettuce wraps has fit nicely into my lunches throughout the first 4 days of the cleanse. I wanted to mention that on the vlog here, so you can get that recipe below as well. I will link to it. In both of those recipes, you're taking, I should mention, in the faux tuna salad, I used 1 cup of sunflower seeds, which fit in nicely with my macronutrients. You have to use MyFitnessPal or some calorie tracking device to see how your macronutrients can fit in with 2 lettuce wraps, a little bit of vegetables. I did 1 celery stalk with this next one, and 1 cup of sunflower seeds, so that fit in really well for me. The way you make these 2 recipes is you food process the the nuts, the walnuts for the first one and the seeds for the second one. You grind them up quite fine, and then you mix them with the rest of the ingredients and put them into the wraps, and they're delicious, absolutely delicious. They fit really well into a keto vegan type of cleanse. If you're trying to transition to a low carb lifestyle, these are two recipes that you might enjoy. We had initially included them on our 21-day vegan cleanse challenge, which is an awesome cleanse that we give to members who are trying out veganism for the first time. It won't necessarily put you into ketosis, so it's separate from this type of short-term, low-calorie, low carbohydrate type of diet. It's more of facilitating the transition into veganism in a healthy way. So I love that 21-day series as well. So both of those recipes are in there, but they specifically fit really well into lunches on a short-term ketogenic diet where you're trying to avoid significant meat sources, trying to maintain a vegan diet. That's my update from day 4. I'll have one more update for you tomorrow to give you the roundup on day 5 and tell you about my entire experience. I'm really glad you tuned into this video. I hope you found benefit in it. I hope you'll use these two recipes as absolutely delicious, low-calorie, low-carb lunch recipes. And but again, before going completely into ketosis or going to a complete low-carb lifestyle like 35 grams per day or less, consult with your primary care provider before you jump into it, because there can be risks. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in videos like this one, please subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing more challenges, more holistic health videos, more videos like this, more different updates depending on what we're into, what we're testing, what we're looking at. So if you like that kind of content, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.